she became very, very famous. And with all of that fame comes a lot of pressure and turmoil.
I don't think it's a good idea for her to get a nose job because it's going to change her character.
She's definitely already had work done to her teeth.
My teeth is something that I've always been really insecure about. Chemotherapy and treatments like that will rot your teeth. It's one of the small little reminders of everything that I've gone through.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard says that she's in danger. Once a prisoner, now a free woman, Gypsy is making her own decisions, and she's decided to file a restraining order against her husband. And she also went off with a man that she dated in prison. There's a lot going on in Gypsy Rose Blanchard's world, so let's get into it. If you aren't subscribed to the Let's Get Into It podcast, then you're only getting half the tea. For longer videos, deep dives, and of course, more of me, subscribe to the Let's Get Into It podcast listed in the description below. I already know you guys are going to want to update when it comes to Gypsy Rose Blanchard because things have only gotten messier between Gyp and her husband, Ryan. Now, we all know that they are headed towards divorce, but Gypsy has filed a temporary restraining order against Ryan Anderson. So things are messier than just a, civil divorce going through the court. Gypsy feels like she needs protection. According to court documents obtained by People, Gypsy Rose Blanchard filed for a protective order in court in Louisiana. Sources close to the couple told TMZ that Ryan got super argumentative with Gypsy Rose Blanchard following her release from jail. I don't know how this got into the documents, but it looks like Gypsy's also requesting that Ryan Anderson pay interim and long-term spousal support because Gypsy is in need and the defendant has the ability to pay and she is not at fault for the dissolution of their marriage. Okay, well, I thought she just did this life type thing, so I'm surprised that she doesn't have any money and she needs him to pay for her life, even though they haven't really lived their life together. I mean, up until this point, he hasn't been financially responsible for her. Now she's out for a couple months and she wants freedom but wants him to pay her bills. People on social media are reacting. This person wrote on Twitter, "Get real." Another person wrote LMAO. Another person wrote, "I thought this relationship was gonna last." Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna last because Gypsy seems like she's a little bit chaotic. I mean, she doesn't seem like she's gonna, settle down and just live her life with Ryan. She is going to give us a story. Another person wrote, "WTF is going on?" This person commented, "I guess Ryan's D wasn't fire after all." This person wrote, "If I spent all my money and time on someone behind bars for them to come out and to splickety split, I'd go crazy too." This person wrote, "LMAO, I think maybe he should be filing that restraining order." This person wrote, "There is a deeper story in this whole mess."
Ryan Anderson has to be butthurt. He has to be. I mean, the girl left him after 3 months. Now, according to some rumors and speculations, and this is allegedly, as I said, rumor, Ryan did yell at Gypsy. Gypsy got scared and asked her parents to pick her up.
In other news, I do want to talk a little bit about what Gypsy has been up to because it's not only, filing protective orders and, hanging out with ex-fiancés. She also recently had a surgery, a major surgery to have a rhinoplasty, which a lot of people have opinions about. And you must keep in mind, it's not just a rhinoplasty. She also had a septoplasty, which I believe they were to clear cartilage in her breathing cavity. I mean, she's got a very distinctive and nasally voice. I love her voice. We stan it. She sounds like this, nobody gonna get me down. I'm gonna high right now. We all love Gypsy's voice, but it could be partially because she has that cartilage in her nose, so the septum is blocked. So that's why she had a septoplasty. Typically, when someone gets a septoplasty, the doctor will ask him, do you want us to straighten up a little bit, because we're already in there, and people will agree. But I think it's interesting the timing of it all. I mean, she's leaving her husband, who probably would have been the one to take care of her after this major surgery, and I think it's also a personal experience for Gypsy because she, I think, looks at her nose as a feature that her mother would have and something that reminds her of her past, so she wants to change that and forget about the old Gypsy.
And now she's getting she got a nose job. And again, when we heard about the story, I was like, I don't think it's a good idea for her to get a nose job because it's going to change her character. She's going to have the Jennifer Grey effect. Remember, she had that very prominent distinct face. You know, it was her character. Jennifer Grey got a nose job and nobody recognized her, and she barely worked ever again. And that's what's going to happen to Gypsy Rose. But she already got the nose job. Don't get nose jobs, you guys, unless you can't breathe or it looks really bad to where, you know, you're getting arrested.
Gypsy has not revealed her new nose yet, but she did share a picture of herself all bandaged up with People magazine. People reported that Gypsy said the procedure went great and she's resting up at home, which it does look like Gypsy has a direct contact with a lot of these news organizations. They may be paying her for these pictures and for these stories because she doesn't currently have social media. So she's like navigating the media by just directly reaching out to the outlets, which honestly, it's kind of a smart way to do it because then she doesn't have to specifically respond to anything. And if she has a story that she wants out there, she could push it on her own time. Gypsy said, quote, "I come in and out of sleep. I was in pain at first, but I'm on pain medicine. I can't breathe through my nose because of the packing, but that comes off on the 10th. I want to see it so bad." It turns out that Gypsy actually wanted a nose job for a while now. She said she wanted to change the look of it and to make it look more feminine, which is a quote that she's actually getting in trouble for because some people are offended that she's describing her nose to be masculine. But like, I don't know. Gypsy is a cisgender woman. Like, she's just describing it how she believes it appears. And it turns out there's good news for fans because all of this will be documented for Gypsy's Lifetime docuseries, Life After Lockup, which I guess will follow Ryan and Gypsy through their marriage falling apart, and Gypsy going and hanging out with her ex, her getting a nose job, so much more going on. I mean, I cannot wait for this series. This person wrote, "Gypsy Rose got married, separated, already with the new guy, got matching tattoos with him into 4 months being free. I can't even get a, how was your day? Maybe I'm the problem." And it is incredible to see how Gypsy is really living her life. I mean, she was in prison for a long time, probably thought about these days for a while. Now that she's out, she's going to do what she wants. Tana Mojo wrote, "All in 1 week, Gypsy left her man for her ex, got matching tattoos, paparazzi'd smoking a cig with the ex, got an effing nose job. She sent the exclusive selfie from her nose job to TMZ. I fear we'd be best friends." And I mean, it does seem like Gypsy's giving us it girl energy. This person commented that Gypsy Rose's bad girl face is much more convincing than JoJo Siwa's. This person wrote, "Laughing so hard at this comment on TikTok of Gypsy Rose smoking cigs with her ex." They commented, "She sped through running all of our Canyon events," which essentially people are alluding to the fact that Gypsy has lived like 10 lives in 4 months. And it seems like she's had more life experiences than anyone really has had. This person wrote, "Gypsy Rose Blanchard has had so many more boyfriends since getting out of prison than I've had in my life. And I think that's enough living for me. It's been real, you guys." And of course, people are comparing Gypsy to Lana Del Rey because that's the energy she's giving. And if you look at this meme, it's so cute to see they're wearing almost the same shirt. And actually, I'm going to be at Coachella watching Lana Del Rey. I'm so excited to go and see her. And if you see me at Coachella, come up and say hi. I might have a cowboy hat on. It is interesting how Gypsy makes headlines, and she's kind of part of the problem because she's good at pushing herself. It reminds me of like Anna Delvey. I don't think Anna Delvey is allowed to have social media, but she still can keep her name relevant by making her own connections.
She's definitely already had work done to her teeth. That's something they're going to be sharing in the new Lifetime show because they've been sharing sneak peeks. Here it is.
We're gonna grab your records. That's why I don't have my contacts on me, even though they're bifocals.
I had bifocals when I was like 14.
14 with bifocals.
Yeah, I'm also 32 with dentures. I'm an old lady. My teeth is something that I've always been really insecure about. The hospital gave me free dentures because chemotherapy and treatments like that will rot your teeth. I think I have 16 teeth left, and they're all caps, but underneath, like the cap, they shaved down the tooth, put the cap on with cement, so the teeth that I have remaining are nubs. It's one of the small little reminders of everything that I've gone through, and it would be nice to have a whole white smile someday, but I know that's probably very expensive.
So as you could see from that clip, she had silver caps on her top row of teeth on both sides. But when she posted the car karaoke video with Ryan, you could see on her top row of teeth that she had had work done there because they're gone. And then here's another picture where you can see the whole top row. Also, I posted about this previously, but Lamar Odom offered to give Gypsy a full dental makeover for free. Now, whether she took him up on that offer is still unknown, but I'm sure we will find out when the new Lifetime show airs.
Now, that's something I don't think any of us could have seen coming, but it's also kind of a sweet gesture. I mean, I don't think Gypsy needs to have anything done, but it actually is kind of nice that Lamar Odom offers to do this. I mean, I don't actually know, like, what would have, like, I don't know, pushed him to do this. I mean, maybe he feels bad because of everything she had gone through. And, you know, she just wants to feel pretty and have a smile she's proud of. So actually, it's adorable. Between glam selfies and her active sex life, oh my gosh, TMZ. Gypsy Rose Blanchard has loads of reasons to smile these days, and Lamar Odom is hoping she continues grinning with a new set of teeth. A close source to Lamar Odom said that he's reached out to Gypsy on social media, offering her a full dental makeover. Of course, this is a way for Lamar Odom to promote his dental company, Occidental, but it's still like a nice gesture. So, okay, you know, promote and, you know, help someone at the same time. We're told that Lamar is just like most of America. He's been fascinated with Gypsy's story and felt compelled to help after learning about her dental struggle. Gypsy responded she's thankful for the gesture and she's communicating with Lamar through social media where they both followed each other. Remember that Gypsy does not have social media for now. Maybe she can reactivate, but for now it's gone. The procedure would normally cost about $30,000, but Lamar told her this one's on the house. We're told that she's receptive to the idea, but it's still unclear if she will accept. And maybe that's something they would wait for the Lifetime series to include, because they could make a moment of it, especially if Lamar were to appear on camera.
I was wondering when we were going to start seeing brands wanting to partner with Gypsy to help fix her teeth. And Lamar Odom has just offered to give her a full free smile makeover. Remember when all the influencers were doing partnerships with Smile Direct Club? I pictured Gypsy's smile makeover, something like that. I think whatever it is has to be big, and I feel like she should allow us in on the journey if she wants to. But I feel like everyone is just like rooting for her and wants her to have the life and the smile of her dreams, since obviously her teeth wouldn't be like that or have fallen out in the first place if it wasn't for her mother. Anyway, I did not see Lamar Odom being the one to step forward first.
Now, I want to shift gears again because there are so many things going on in Gypsy's world. I want to remind you guys of that protective order and how there was a mention of like her possibly getting money from Ryan, like some spousal support. Well, it does turn out that their divorce may be complicated because there's no prenup. Yet they're saying it shouldn't be complicated, but no prenup and lifetime deals sound kind of complicated. I mean, Gypsy hasn't really had much because she's been in jail, and before that, she was under her mother's care. So I don't know if her mother left her anything, and then she would get paid by Lifetime, but it's not like Ryan would be entitled to any of that because I'm sure he's getting paid for his own time on there. Reports write that Gypsy Rose recently put pen to paper to make her divorce from Ryan Anderson official, but there was no prenup in place. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Gypsy and her estranged husband didn't hash out a prenup before they got hitched. Louisiana is a community property state, so no prenup means each of them will be entitled to half of what they both have earned during the marriage. Sources say that Gypsy set up a trust fund before the marriage, which specified her earnings from the first season of her Lifetime show were hers alone. Everything after that, however, would be fair game and primed to be divvied up. It's unclear how much Gypsy and Ryan are worth individually, but we do know they signed on for a second season of Gypsy's show, and she also released a memoir. This person wrote on Twitter, "Dude's gonna take it all, royalties and everything." This person wrote she did not get enough therapy in prison. Now, Ryan is a middle school special ed teacher and appears to own his own home. Finances aside, we're told that Gypsy is hoping they can handle the divorce maturely without things getting nasty. Sherry decided to let Ryan keep their pup Pixie because of their strong bond. This person wrote on Twitter, "I bet the dog did like him more. Dogs know. They just know." Another person wrote, "Fame has taken a toll on Gypsy Rose Blanchard."
She became very, very famous. And with all of that fame comes a lot of pressure and turmoil if you have not been prepared and protected. And it looks like it has finally taken a very expected toll on Gypsy. She helped a murder happen, and then she spent 8 years behind bars. And then she came out of prison in December as a married woman to literally millions of insane fans, to a completely, totally changed world. Social media was totally different. Like, it was just insane. None of that is healthy. Nobody in their right mind would think that that is a healthy world for her to come into, and I was waiting for some kind of crash. I'm not a fan of divorce, but Gypsy does need to find out who she is. I don't know if she needs to go through a divorce to figure this out, but she should have figured that out before she got married in the first place. Like, she has never just been a normal, free person, ever. She's never gotten to experience that. I mean, even in her childhood, because of what her mother did to her.
So really, we're watching Gypsy Rose Blanchard, learn life lessons in real time on Lifetime. And it looks like a new season's coming out in June. So we're gonna have a lot to see on the Gypsy Rose Blanchard saga. I know that she's kind of like fallen off, but she's kind of falling back on with all this drama. And I'm kind of here for following her story. I mean, it is really such an interesting dynamic. And I just hope that she can find happiness and it doesn't have to involve hurting much more people. Ooh, that was kind of a harsh one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, thank you for 1 million subscribers on this channel. If you're at Coachella, say hello to your fella. I don't think I'm gonna go the entire time though, because I just can't handle things like that. Like, I want to be home. I want to be home. I don't want to be away for so long. Yeah, but I'll be there Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. No. I'll be home. I'll be home here. And probably filming again. Maybe I'll wait till Monday. I just love the film. Like, I'm always itching to film. I need to film more. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.